Hey guys, for those who don't know me, I'm Simon. I post often as Flabby Skeleton, and I want to talk to you about correctives and why I think it's important to do correctives. Bear with me, there is a point to this. Back in '94, I was pretty active, young guy, sort of 25 years old, cycled about 8 miles a day, lifted 3 times a week, did a ton of stuff, and then one evening was out in the town and was about to cross the street and go for the bus. Now it's raining, it's dark, the street is 6 lanes deep, okay? So I'm going to go from one side to the other. And at either end of this street are stoplights. So I look left and right, it's all clear to go, and I set off to cross the street. At that point, a guy's coming from one town and he's coming down a hill. Is speeding up to go up the hill, sees the stoplights, but anticipates, you know what, I think they're going to change. And he was right, they did. They changed from red to amber, from the amber to the green. So he goes straight through the stoplights, right into me. They think he probably hit me at around about 40, 45, maybe 40, 48 miles an hour. As a pedestrian being hit by somebody driving a vehicle, mid-40s, it's not the best experience in the world, I'll tell you. Because of the angle, because he had a bull bar on his vehicle, he managed to snag my kneecap in his bull bar. That threw me up the bonnet or the hood. By doing that, I managed to headbutt his windshield, bounce my shoulder off the roof, do a couple of really cool looking somersaults, I've been told, hit the asphalt, bounce, hit the asphalt again, bounce again, then I finally come to a stop. Now, I've got a denim jacket on, so that's taken quite a lot of the friction out, and I'm lying on the floor, on my elbows and on my knees. The upshot of it, apart from quite a few contusions, good set of scars in my head, load of scars, friction burns, bust up shoulder, problems with my neck, problems with my lower back, fairly well destroyed lower leg. Lower leg's shattered. They have to take some of the bone out of my hip to graft into my leg. Pins, plates to reconstruct that. I'm told that, you know what, I'm a young guy, I'm going to adapt really well, but pretty much will never run or cycle again. I won't be able to take any impact. I'm going to be in a lot of pain as I get older, and but I'm lucky to be there, which is true. So I don't like being told that I'm not going to be able to do things, so I ride my bike to physio. Every day I ride my bike to physio. And every day I do a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. The upshot is, by the time I get to '07, I'm training a lot. I'm lifting pretty heavy, but I'm not in the best shape of my life. I've got pain in my neck, my shoulders. My squat, in comparison to what it is now, is really just a quarter squat. But I still continue to load the weights on the bar. I still continue to do the same workouts. I go from one workout to another workout, forever looking for a better scheme and a better scheme. Then in '07, become certified as a personal trainer, and from there build my own business. Now, when somebody comes through the door to me as a client, the first thing I do is put them for a functional movement screen. Look at how they move, look at where they're impinged, look at whether they've got pain, and from there we build all the correctives. From the correctives, we then integrate the programs. Do you think I did that for myself? No. So I start S2B. So beginning S2B, my goal is, I just want to get big. That's it. I'm fed up, I'm sick of being skinny and fat. I've tried a ton of stuff, I'm just not getting big. And I just ignore the fact that my knees feel like somebody's attacked them with a sledgehammer. My shoulders are just so painful. My wrists and elbows keep me awake at night because they hurt so much. It's difficult to walk, I can't bend, my squat's really limited, a huge list of stuff. And I do that for 4 months. The corrective exercises, which you guys have got as a habit now, I looked at and I thought, hey, that's cool, I know this. Didn't do it. And the foam rolling, I thought, hey, that's neat. It hurts like a bugger. I'm not doing that. So I ignored the foam roll. I ignored the correctives. And still expected to get better on S2B. Still expected to lift more. Still expected to burst through all those plateaus, do all the things better than I'd ever done before because this was the program, but I wasn't following it. Not really. I was doing the lifts and I was eating the food, but not doing the correctives. So then we get to about 5 months in, 4 or 5 months in, and I reach out to Craig for some different programming because I'm going to leave the program. I'm going to leave S2B and I've got to do a Tough Mudder as part of work. And Craig comes up with his endurance race program. And a huge part of that is doing correctives. And it's doing daily correctives. And it's really emphasized I must do these daily correctives. So I do it. For the first time, I actually do the program and emphasize the correctives. And it's tricky. I don't want to do it. And I want to get straight into my workout. I don't want to do the corrective stuff. I want to ignore it. I just want to get on with the workout. I want to lift. Why would I spend an extra 15 minutes doing correctives? 3 months into doing that, I have no pain in my hips, no pain in my knees, my back doesn't hurt, my shoulder mobility, which is damned awful. Okay, a wall slide, I can't even keep my wrists and elbows against the wall on a wall slide. Now my wrists come off a little bit. Nothing compared to what it was. So I go through all the programming. Every day, a little bit better. Every day, less pain. Every day, mobility changes. I start looking at squat mobility, and for the first time in my life, I squat below parallel. Then I squat below parallel with a weight I've never, ever squatted before. I do it again and again, and I have no pain. And the week after that, I do more weight. And the week after that, I do more reps. The reason I'm so passionate about doing these correctives, and the reason I want you guys to really do them, is eventually you'll get to a point, if you don't address the correctives, if you don't address all those previous injuries, all the stuff you've ignored, you're going to hit a plateau, you're going to hit a roadblock. Your body's going to say, no, I'm not doing that. Why would I? Or you're going to end up with a chronic injury, you're going to end up in a real mess. Please, guys, I urge you, go do your correctives. You might wonder why, you might not want to do them. Do them, they're there for a reason. And over the year, you'll see how much you change. You'll see how much more you can do. And when you're bursting through those personal records, those personal bests, week in, week out, and gaining and lifting stuff you never thought imaginable, you can look back and think that was because I chose to do those correctives. I chose to do a little bit more, a little bit every day, and the beginning was those correctives.